Welcome to Discovery Garden Nong Khai. 10 months ago, the border to Laos closed. Nong Khai is a border town and it has changed quite a bit since then. This is the border between Thailand and Laos in Nong Khai. On the other side is Vientiane, more or less. And you can see it is very deserted. There are only some trucks queuing up to bring in merchandise to Laos, and otherwise this is very deserted. In normal times means pre-COVID, when people still could travel from Thailand to Laos and vice versa. This used to be a very busy spot, but it has been deserted. Look how little cars and no people are here. Normally very busy place. Even 7-Eleven looks run down and other shops have been closed altogether. And for 10 months now this border is closed for people to either come here from Laos, they arrive on this side, on the right hand side, if they enter into Thailand. And there are a few tuk-tuks left, but one wonders for what, because this used to be very busy, lots of people, but look, there are no more persons coming in. As I said, for 10 months this border here has been closed for public, for people to cross the border, and wasteland. Normally very busy here, but now only merchandise trucks allowed in. A ghost border between Laos and Thailand, Thailand and Laos. Only merchandise going in one direction. This is a lifeline for Laos, but otherwise empty. People have vanished and there is nothing going on here. A lonely dog. Look, here we at Discovery Garden Nong Khai have been little hurt by the closing of the border to Laos. Okay, we used to have some customers popping in, and they were good customers because they were grateful what they could get here, and they couldn't get these plants, these rare plants, over in Laos. But this has now completely changed for the time being, since the border has been closed, and we hope our Laotian friends can come back very soon. This used to be the Pantavi Hotel Uh, it had to close down for financial reasons, and it's deserted. Huh? No. The Thai-Lao, no? Thai-Lao, yeah. Okay. Sia Dai, huh?
Again.
Sia Dai.
เสียดายอ๋อ
Sia Dai,
ไท
huh?
ยเป็น
Yeah, you. ผมมานี่ครั้งหนึ่ง30 ปีแล้วนะ
เป็นคน
แล้วก็อยู่นี่ฮะพันธาวีโรงแรม
อเมริกัน
No, คนสวิตเซอร์แลนด์
สวิต
Yeah.
you listening in your country the road on road same Thai or
No, on the other
Opposite.
side. Opposite. ครับผม
Bye-bye.
ครับThai for sale, Pantavi, the formerly proud hotel, deserted. In these 10 months that the border has been closed to Laos and vice versa, Laotian cannot come here, Thai cannot go over to Laos, and we have not been idle at Discovery Garden Nong Khai, and I show you what has changed and for the better at Discovery Garden Nong Khai during the 10 months that the border has been closed. I'm sitting in our sala, and I could not have sat here 10 months ago. You know, I planted all these fast-growing bananas around our sala. You see, it's now a place with a lot of shadow due to the bananas outside that shade now this place. They grow very quickly. I planted them probably less than 10 months ago, so coinciding with the closure of the Laotian border. But now we can really use this sala for purposes. It's nice and cool inside now here, and we can start producing our local chocolate very, very soon. In normal times it's very difficult to drive in here, to get a parking lot. You see, right in front of us is the port, the Mekong River port of Nong Khai. Here a lot of merchandise in normal times, in pre-COVID times, in post-COVID times. Hopefully will go over. Look, this is a temple. They have removed the roof. It's quite symbolic too, as if everything is falling apart. Some shops here naturally closed, and the formerly busy Mekong River port is completely deserted. The iron curtains are lowered. There are just some bicycles, some motorcycles parked in front of it. Nothing is normal, or this has become the new normal, but it's very sad. Nong Khai pier, customs, the pier, closed, 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 everything deserted. These plants are our Cannonball trees. When I showed them to you about 10 months ago, they were about 10-20 centimeters high, and now they are well over a meter, probably 1 meter 50, and that's what happened in the 10 months of the border closure. Amazing. And look at these leaves. Cannonball tree, Curupita guaianensis. Another view tower. We have seen the other one, and on Saturdays they have a market here, but I doubt that this will be very busy nowadays. The Mekong flowing down to Cambodia, to Vietnam, and normally this port here is extremely busy, but nothing happening. In the background you can see the bridge, the famous Friendship Bridge, and you can see that there are some trucks crossing over. That is still open for merchandise, but not for people. What sad times. Always very productive, our yellow lemons. You see here they are flowering here also, and over here they are growing. There are 4, and they are not yet a full size. They will be much bigger in short time and are full of juice. They will turn yellow, of course, and full of juice, little seeds. Our yellow lemon, a success story at Discovery Garden Nong Khai during the lockdown of the border. Here you have the tiger bananas. They come with red spots on their leaves and thus look like a tiger skin. I have planted a bunch here, and they had the same effect as the bananas in the sala. They shade this area of the house, and it's nice and cool here now, and this was a good idea, success story. Not even took 10 months, as long as the closure of the border, to grow these beautiful tiger bananas. Here you have another beauty at Discovery Garden Nong Khai, the golden lotus banana. Normally the banana flower grows downwards. This one grows upwards. It's an absolute beautiful thing, doesn't deliver any fruits, but it's just marvelous. The golden lotus banana. When I just made a clip recently about dying Nong Khai, I was told by people it was so depressing what I showed, so this time doing a story on the border close, I also want to show you some beautiful things that grow in our garden. This is a Monstera deliciosa variegata. It's a very fashionable plant at the moment and a very pricey thing. This one is called Thai Constellation, and it could fetch on the market, on the international market, something like $2,000. When I bought it, I may not even tell you how little I paid for the tiny plant. Okay, this took longer than the 10 months of the border closing to achieve such a beautiful, wonderful plant. It's also called Swiss cheese plant because it makes these holes in the leaves, and very beautiful. Still can be seen at Discovery Garden Nong Khai. We are open for visitors if you call us beforehand, and beauty still prevails in some spots of the world. The roof of this temple is being replaced, but it's like a symbolic picture, temple without roof. That's what has become of many parts of Thailand. Another 10 months ago I started to plant vanilla plants here. I removed all the bad dirt down there, put a lot of organic material, and now my endeavors are rewarded. This looks very, very healthy. It's vanilla, very expensive stuff used in cooking, in all kind of baking. And look how this vanilla grew in just less than 10 months since the border closing, healthy and full of power. Now it just should start to flower, and then we can harvest our first vanilla. Beautiful. I'm especially proud of this thriving passion fruit, which I planted less than 10 months ago, and it's full of power, has many branches growing up there on this pencil tree, a very funny kind of plant, very filigrane, very beautiful, but the passion plant also likes to use this pencil tree as a base to climb up. You know, the specialty about this passion plant is it delivers sweet fruits, and it all comes from here. Now if you plant those sweet seeds, also the seeds of the sweet fruit, unfortunately it will be sour again. So you have to take the material, the plant material from this sweet delivering Passiflora edulis, and then you get the sweet fruits. And as soon as this is even more grown, I will make cuttings from this unique passion plant and thus propagate this variety. Success in the 10 months that the border has been closed. Another success at Discovery Garden Nong Khai are these black-stemmed bananas. Can you imagine, 9 months ago or 10 months ago I planted one of them, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they are growing with sizable trunks and also giving shadow to my sala over there. And this is an old variety, the black-stemmed bananas from Papua New Guinea, and they are, as I said, an old variety. Instead of only banana meat, they also produce seeds, and this is a bit a sobering experience if you eat bananas with seeds, but beautiful they are in any case, the black-stemmed bananas. Okay, you have seen we have not been idle here, we were very productive. The garden is not really affected, except that there are no visitors right now from Laos. But if you liked what you saw today, please join the Hans Fritschi channel on YouTube or Hans Fritschi Friends on Facebook, and see you again very, very soon at Discovery Garden Nong Khai, hopefully with some Laotians as well. Bye bye.